Hi, good evening. Hope you had a super day. It's a Saturday and it's past 10 o'clock. I don't know what time exactly it is. So, I kind of got all of a sudden motivated to talk about this topic that, I am greatly passionate about. And I will talk about it by, at least let me start off by asking you a question. Other than the fact that you're breathing, why are you living? Okay, you heard me right. Other than the fact that you're breathing, why are you living? Okay, so what I'm getting at is very simple. What's your life purpose? What are you trying to achieve in this limited time period that is being given to you or being gifted to you? Okay, the reason as to why I want to talk about is not because of anything else, because of the fact that whenever I talk to people, not all the time, at times, I feel that this is a question sometimes surprisingly 45, 50-year-olds can't answer. Okay, not all of them, right? Some of them can, but I simply throw out a question. Other than the fact that you're breathing, why are you living? Okay. The reason as to why we should talk about this is, I thought I will, connect this with another personal story of mine. If you look at last August, I was detected with a brain tumor. Okay. Now, my purpose in life is to become a value addition to another human being, and that's why I have chosen the profession that I have chosen. So my purpose in life is to become a value addition to you, whether you speak to me for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whether you attended 4 hours of my lectures, or for that matter, if I conduct a training for you, which goes on for about 6 to 8 hours maybe. So, I want to be of value addition. Now, when this brain tumor was detected, as much as I was very upset and I was very sad and I went through the normal emotions that another human being would go through, I also thought to myself that, I was always this happy human being. I got up. I never complained about a single Monday. I love my job. I've got the best job in the world. So, when I heard this news, the first thing that crossed my mind was, oh my God, will I ever be able to do what I love doing? Which is training, which is talking to people, which is motivating people, which is inspiring people. Same thing, I'm a part-time lecturer as well. So, I asked myself the question, when will I ever get to do this? Because doctors told me minimum of 3 months. In the best case scenario, you will recover maximum of 8 months. You know how people think, right? In a situation like this, you always think of the worst case scenario. So I was like, 8 months, no way. The reason as to why I wanted to share that was, I told myself something. I'm not trying to be a hero, but I really told myself something, and which is, I'm going to somehow return to work within 1 month of surgery. So my surgery happened on the 2nd of September 2015, and believe it or not, with all the support that I received, I was able to make it work on the 1st of October. I'm not trying to come across as some kind of a hero, but my purpose drove me to achieve what I achieved. Okay, right? Not some kind of a hero, not that I'm saying that, I'm great or anything like that, but I just simply want to make this point to say that sometimes when you have a purpose in life, in my case, to become a value addition to another human being, and when your job offers that to you on a day-to-day basis, and when there is nothing called TGIF, which is thank God it's Friday, and when you're looking forward sometimes to to meet up your trainees on a Monday morning, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, I'm really, really, really motivated in terms of what I do. And also on top of that, you're sometimes really, really, really waiting to meet up a new batch that you're going to teach. All of a sudden, when that is taken away from you, it hurts. And you do all what it takes, you put all the energy that you have in your body to get well as soon as you can, because for me, what I do is not necessarily a job. It is a job, all right, but it is very much connected to my personal purpose in life. Now, think about this for a minute, okay? There can be something that is making you unhappy. right now. Okay, it could be a relationship, it could be your work situation, I don't know, absolutely anything, right? Or about your general conditions, all of a sudden you're feeling, there's no go in life, right? And in my humble opinion, if you want to find this go in life, you need to start to find your purpose in life. If you want to find this go in life, if you want to get all motivated, or if you want to get all, charged up, you need to find that purpose in life. Other than the fact that I am living, I am breathing, what am I here to do? Ask yourself that question. Then start connecting whatever your situation to your life. I mean, for an example, we have so much of human energy, right? For an example, I talk to you because I have energy. So we have so much of energy. I see a lot of people wasting their precious energy that they have on unnecessary things. For an example, let's talk about a little bit about corporate battles. Okay, right? Have you seen corporate battles? Do you see two people try to, win something over? If you all of a sudden find the purpose in life, right? And if you ask yourself the question as to why am I doing this? Why am I getting into this battle? Why am I really disliking this person so much? How does that connect to my purpose in life? All of a sudden, you might realize there is no meaning into what you do. I mean, for an example, right? Sometimes you see these very rich people, right? Get onto the road. I have seen this to my own eyes, right? Two massive cars, like, very expensive cars for that matter, they get into a fight on the road, right? And few seconds earlier, they didn't even know each other. Okay, and then I think to myself, gosh, why are they doing this, right? Why are you getting annoyed, or why are you getting into a verbal argument with a stranger that you didn't even know 10 minutes ago? See, my point is this: all these things that you do, sometimes you do it because you don't have a proper purpose in life. Okay, some of the things that you can look back and laugh at. Okay, for an example, let's say for an example, you are a very caring line manager, but there is this particular person that whom you really dislike. Now, naturally, when we don't like somebody, what is that going to do to us? That person is not going to stand a good chance with you, isn't it? But all of a sudden, if your purpose is to help people, to groom people, to motivate people, all of a sudden, you might completely change the way that you look at that person. Okay? Are you married, or are you in a relationship? Think about it, right? So if there's a purpose in your relationship, sometimes you will not take on certain battles that you will take on a day-to-day basis. All of a sudden, so let's say for an example, right? You have a girlfriend, okay? Or you have a boyfriend if you are a female, in that case. That is right, and you guys are planning a long-term future together, right? There is this something that the person does, for an example, comes in 10 minutes late. This situation really ticked you off. It really annoyed you, right? All of a sudden, there is so much of anger and so much of energy that comes out in your body that might lead into a fight. So how is that fight going to help you in achieving the bigger purpose in this relationship? Think about it, right? So give it a thought, right? Finding out my purpose in life really has given me this peace of mind. So that helps me to be away from some of the things that I get tempted into doing. Like for an example, don't get me wrong, right? I am also human. So when I drive on the road, there are times where I really lose it. But all of a sudden, I think to myself, so, Sanjika, how is that connected to your purpose in life, right? So, and in a split second, I come to this state in my mind where I can completely get rid of that situation. Or for that matter, when somebody really makes me angry, I get connected. So, you want to add value to human lives, right? So, if you react with your anger, are you going to add value to another human being's life? I don't think so, right? So this is what I do on a personal day-to-day basis, right? find out that purpose in your life, no matter whatever it is, be it a relationship, be it at workplace, and then put all the effort that you have, the energy that you have, right? Because you know what, our mind is there, and when our mind can focus on something, if we really want to, we can really focus on something, right? So the step number 1 is to find your purpose in life. Step number 2 is to find out. Step number 1, sorry, I take it back. Step number 1 is to find that purpose in life. Step number 2 is to find the focus, right? So, this is what I want to achieve. How am I going to do that? In my case, I want to add value to your life. I want to add value to another human being's life, right? So every interaction, that's my purpose with a human being, believe it or not, right? So that's my purpose, and then that's going to be my focus. Next time when I talk to you, that's going to be my focus, whether it's going to be for 5 minutes, whether it's going to be 3 hours or 6 hours, okay? So, that's going to be my focus. And I completely put my energy. And sometimes I put my energy in terms of being patient. I tell myself, no, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. I put all my energy sometimes to be patient, in order to achieve that purpose in life, which is to add value. So, very simple. There are 3 things that you need to focus on. Number 1 is your purpose. Number 2 is your focus. Number 3 is where you're going to put your energy into. Okay? What's my purpose? Where is going to be my focus? And how am I going to use the energy that I have in my body to achieve this purpose? Okay, so give it a thought. I think it's been about 12 minutes. Thoroughly enjoy making the video, and ask yourself the question, other than the fact that I'm breathing, why am I living? Try to find out that purpose in life. Trust me, so many other questions that you have in life will disappear away, in my humble opinion, because you know why? A purpose will give you a true sense of motivation. Okay, you will go to a different point. You will become so focused in achieving that in your life, all of a sudden no other barrier will stand in your way, at least hopefully, right? That's what helped me to get out of my difficult health situation that I had. I really wanted to get back into lecturing. I really wanted to get back into training when I had the brain tumor. That's what I told myself. That's where I set my goal. That was where my focus was. That is where I wanted to send my energy. And I was able to get back to it under 1 month. So I feel the reason as to why I was able to do that is because I had a clear purpose. And having a clear purpose in life hopefully will help you. Good night. Thank you very much.